Hello guys, it is Geed, and if you thought the market crashed on Friday, then you might be in for a surprise, because on this Friday coming, we get Team 2, and the leaks have already started. And on top of that, as you can see, we're all in on some cards in this unstable market, so today should be a good one, boys. Let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code GEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. Hope you're having a fantastic day, boys and girls. If you could leave a like on the video, it helps push it, and I'll give you a big, juicy kiss. But we'll start with evolutions, everyone's favorite. We have two to talk about. The main one being the chain evolution that we got, which is prepare for the party. But we've also not spoke about the party inside, and using both of them together, you actually can make some pretty decent plays. But the party inside, or sorry, the prepare for the party, which is repeatable ×2 and is free, is clearly a chain evolution. Now, you can give it to so many cards. It is max 87. It's a chain evolution. It's nothing special, but I really do like these. It's plus two-star skill moves, so I can get someone to 5-star skill moves. It gives incisive pass first. The fact that it gives incisive pass first is crucial for building those play styles. Press proven is okay. The plus 2 skill moves is really nice, and the plus 2, basically it's a 5-star skill move evo. You get shot power, you get some other play styles like first touch, but again, the main thing with this is 5-star skill moves and incisive. So you want to use it on someone that doesn't already have incisive, or at least needs 5-star skill moves, as it is a free evo. So I could use it on Guerrero to get him 5-star skills, but to be honest, he already has that incisive pass, and there's no one that I'm too bothered with right now because I'm not doing too many chains. But again, you can use this with that 90,000 coin evo to make some pretty decent chains, basically. So, for example, we give it this Winter Wildcards Firmin that everyone's probably put into an SBC, but it would give him incisive and first touch, and he already has 5-star skill moves, so he doesn't really gain anything there. But honestly, one for evo chains. If you're building some chain players, from silver cards, bronze cards, low-rated gold cards, this is one for them. But as I said, you can combine it with the 90,000 the parties inside evo up here. Most of you guys might have used this already, but because it's 90,000 coins, I do feel like there's a lot of people that would have saved this. So we'll jump into a few of the players that you can chain this with. It is decent. I don't think technical plus is great, but incisive plus is very, very nice. And of course, again, it's a FUT birthday evo, so 5-star skill moves, like this Nicolas Pepe card that I got from a campaign pick. So it is okay, and there are a few chains, but I think all the focus is still just on those playstyle bakery and the FUT birthday bakery evos. I think regular evolutions for the first time this year, I've sort of took a back seat. They're not really the main focus. But we go to FUT GG, there were a few cards that caught my eye. Number one being this Winter Wildcards Coleman, because he was super meta when he came out. Obviously, he fell behind the power curve now, but you can give him a second playstyle plus as technical with the parties inside. I would much rather he got the incisive plus. But you can see you use both prepare for the parties for this guy. He goes to a 93 meta rating, but to be honest, he does miss finesse shot on this evo, but one of the best ones that I've seen to chain both of them together. This Croupy, I do want to mention before we talk about the rest of the parties inside. If you just go and buy the 60,000 coins Future Stars Croupy and put him into Cake and Rash, he is probably one of the best cards I've seen in like this single evo. He goes to 5-star, 5-star, finesse plus and technical, but low driven, incisive, and ticky with trickster, quick step, relentless, game changer, first touch. I guess the only wasted playstyle there is relentless. If you want to use someone, just have a good, bit of fun in this Cake and Rash evo, I think he's one of the best ones I've seen. Goes to 5-star, 5-star. It's really, really nice. And the only other one that has caught my eye is not even a full evo, right? If you got gold Nico Williams and you don't know what to do with this evo, say you got no chain, you can put him into birthday warm up, which I know a lot of you guys won't have done, but that gets him to 5-star, 5-star. You can then put him into prepare for the party twice, and basically I wouldn't do the obviously icon attacker glow up. You guys will have used icon swaps by now, but you can get this card here. It's an 86 rated Nico Williams with these playstyles, pretty much all meta. It's 5-star, 5-star. He's primed for future evos to give a big shooting or a big passing boost. If you've got nothing else to do and you want to just set up something for future evos, you guys know how meta this card plays in game. 5-star, 5-star is crazy. He's 86 rated, so he'll fit loads of evos. I think this is something you could do to set up a future crazy chain that could be a very, very good card. But we've got to talk about SBCs, because we got one more evo today or yesterday, but it is in SBCs. You have to unlock it with an 86 rated and an 85 rated squad. I think it is a little bit too expensive. Reminder, of course, to do your daily login upgrade and work towards the completionist. Also do your FUT birthday team on upgrade. I can't do that, as I said, I'm unassigned. We're on all in, but make sure you guys do yours. You get 20 days to do it, to be fair, so maybe that's a little bit better. You can just build up with fodder over time. All it is a max 88 rated card, goes to a 5-star skill move, 5-star weak foot player. But for it, an 86 rated and an 85 rated with a team of the week. We did see team of the weeks rise slightly with the content today. And part of that was this 85 rated squad needing a team of the week. 85s, we said a few days ago, were a really safe investment. And once again, they've gone up because a big SBC has came out that everyone's trying to do. We've not had many SBCs for evolutions this year, but evolutions, you guys know, people love them. So when we do get them, people are going to go complete this SBC. So if you've got a player 88 rated and below that you'd love to go 5-star, 5-star, it is a very, very nice evolution just for that. The one, I guess, problem I have with it is for the cost of the actual SBC. A lot of the other existing FUT birthday EVOs give 5-star skill moves or gives 5-star weak foot. So it can feel like a bit of a waste, but getting someone set up for, you know, even the next week of EVOs or just the next promo afterwards is very, very nice if you've got a card that's on 3-star, 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 4-star. Just before we move on to the big player SBC, we did get upgrades because it is Monday. I'm not enjoying it. I think we were promised a pack grind, or at least maybe it was just the leakers that were saying we're going to get a big pack grind, and maybe there is one still to come. We still do have a week and a half left of the FUT birthday promo at least, so maybe we still will get a crafting upgrade, like a FUT birthday crafting upgrade, where we can really go into making a big fodder grind. You can do most of the SBCs for free, even though fodder is really cheap right now. We've got the 4 of 1080 plus player pick, and we've got the 1 of 381 plus player pick. Nothing crazy there. Very similar, if not just the same requirements. Honestly, it's fine. I'm not against it. If you are doing fodder grinds, you are doing pack grinds, you are trying to pack these FUT birthday cards because obviously you want to pack them untradeable. They are worth doing. I just don't like it. I wish they added something a little bit different. But they did add a player SBC that is upvoted on FUTBin and FUTGG, and for the last few days, it's been hard to get an upvote on FUTBin or FUTGG with a player SBC. We got the flashback Marquinhos. Now, he's 5-star, 5-star. It's a flashback. People love a flashback. It's a big name player. You could argue we should have got a team of the year. The one thing I don't like with this is that I don't see why you complete it. This is a 250 or 230,000 coin SBC with how cheap fodder is. I don't think a single person on the game realistically should complete this. If you've just got fodder lying around and you need to go and throw it somewhere, I do understand that. But the reason I say I don't think anyone should go and complete this right now, and the reason fodder is so low for a reason when we talk on high-end fodder, because you've got this Pacho card, which you guys have seen, right? This guy's FUT birthday. Marquinhos is 230,000 coins. This guy, I believe, is coming in at 100,000 coins, pretty much 100,000 coins flat, just under even. And you can go make a better card. He's got better stats than Marquinhos, or at least pretty much the exact same stats. But I can go and put Intercept plus and Bruiser plus, which Marquinhos doesn't have, and just build a better centre-back. So I'm not really sure why you'd go and do Marquinhos. I think that's why no one's doing player SBCs in general. I've not seen Frankie de Jong flashback once. I don't think I'll see that Marquinhos too much, because everyone can go get better cards. And if you're going to make, you know, cards untradeable like Marquinhos anyway, then you may as well go do that Pacho. Now let's jump into the leaks for Team 2. We just have one more thing to talk about, which is we did get the quick step plus milestone the other day, which we missed, and it's score in 50 using a player with minimum 90 pace. Honestly, most of you guys will get this in the background, and you get quick step plus as a second playstyle plus. Is it the best playstyle in the entire game? No, but getting a free playstyle plus for a max 90 rated player is very, very juicy. You don't need to worry about that objective. You will get it anyway. I would, again, make sure you're going and doing all the FUT birthday objectives. You can get so many FUT birthday guarantees. Just make sure you are ticking them off. There's just loads to do. They're quite easy, but there is loads to do. And the other things to remember, and we'll do a little challenge in the comments down below, is that this Anthony Elanga and Ronald Araujo expire at content today. Fabian Ruiz and Malo Gusto expire at content tomorrow for the Champions League games. If anyone guesses the score correct for PSG Chelsea and for Barcelona Newcastle, I don't know, they win. We'll do a giveaway or something. I don't know. If you guess the scores, put both of them down below. Again, you have to get the exact score for Barcelona, Newcastle, and PSG, Chelsea. Let's see if anyone can get it right, and we'll come back to it after both the games are complete. But they expire, so make sure if you want to get them done, you do get them done. I would recommend you go and do Fabian, and you go and do Araujo. Elanga and Gusto, I would pretty much just leave, as they are not worth doing. But let's talk about these Team 2 leaks then. Boys, we are getting leaks coming in as we record this video. Make sure to subscribe if you are ready for FUT Birthday Team 2, as we'll be getting daily videos if we can across FUT Birthday Team 2. But let's go player by player, because of course this is different to any other promo we've seen before. If you guys see a player on screen, you guys know that stats don't matter too much. You can make this the perfect player if you can buy them, or even if you can pack them. And we have got Dybala. He is going to be a fan's favorite, of course. 5-star, 5-star. What playstyles plus would you put on these cards down below? I want to know, what is the best player you want from these leaks, and what playstyle pluses would you put on them? Dybala surely has to be incisive plus and finesse plus if you're just going for the best card possible. But he is going to be insane. And when we talk about this team, I think the market on Friday ain't going to look pretty. You guys see what happened last Friday. People went and did these cards, made them untradeable, and the rest of the market definitely took a hit. And it's not just the cards that are going to do that. We're going to talk about something in the store pack in one of the store packs anyway that came out that is very, very interesting. And what EA are probably going to do with Team 2 a FUT birthday, which means that the market's going to be very, very shaky. But Dybala is coming, and alongside him, we have got Rudiger. You guys just know if this guy gets at least some decent pace, 85, 86, 87, let's see how high they can give him. Maybe similar to Pacho, 84, 85. But if this guy gets decent pace, you guys know this is going to be one of the best centre-backs in the entire game with the playstyles you can give him. Got to be Intercept and Bruiser for me. This is a card I really want to try. Of course, done Oosterwald, put him into the centre-back level up and give him the playstyles. But Rudiger might be a card I want to try going into the weekend league. I don't think he'll be too expensive as well. You guys have seen Pacho is about 100,000 coins. So why would Rudiger be much more than 150 or 200,000 coins? I don't think he will. Is it worth making that untradeable? Maybe. We'll have to see his stats. But of course, we are not done there. We also got a card that barely anyone has used this year because he's had some stinky cards. This Scott McTominay, who's even used his Team of the Year honorable mention. Has anyone touched this card in game, or has a lot of you guys just SBC'd this card if you did get it in the Ultimate Gauntlet 9 with one playstyle plus? Well, we got a redemption arc for Scott McSauce. Again, the centre mids, in my opinion, are some of the most fun cards in the entire promo for this because, again, you can put any playstyle you want. I think you get the most sort of variety in these centre mids. This Mikel Merino card has been one of, if not the most in-demand card. He's been extinct for so much of the promo, as you can see. He went all the way up to 215k. He went extinct at 170,000 coins because they lowered his price range, no idea. But he is now 160,000 coins, has pretty much well-rounded stats and everything. Because of that, you can like craft and mold this guy into whatever you want. And Scott McSauce could be the same. Could he be an attacking centre mid? Is he more of a box-to-box? I think this is a guy you put intercept plus and ping pass plus on. But let me know what you guys think. And we're not even at some of the best players yet. But we get to some of the best players that we're going to talk about. There is that Barcelona-Newcastle game that we talked about on Tuesday and the PSG-Chelsea game on Wednesday. Of course, you guys know me tonight, Liverpool-Galatasaray. I'm a Liverpool fan. If Liverpool lose and anyone says anything mean in the comments, it's an instant ban from the channel. But we have got 3 more cards I want to talk about. We've actually brought them up here, starting with this Pedri FUT birthday. Now, this one, I think it's going to be very similar to the Valverde card. So maybe this is one that you can need to pack if you want to make him untradeable, unless you've got millions and millions of coins, because I don't think a lot of people want to spend 1.3 million coins on an untradeable card. But from what I've heard from people that have used this Valverde card, he's absolutely worth it. Because of his stats, a lot of these FUT birthday cards have sort of nerf stats. Valverde does not. He has absolutely insane stats. So with any playstyle, he is actually probably worth that 1.3 million coins. I think you're going to see something very similar with Pedri. I think you'd have to put, again, sort of incisive and finesse, maybe incisive and ticky, incisive and ping pass plus. He's going to be more of an attacking centre mid, but again, probably going to be enough to be box to box as well with his defensive stats. I think it's going to be a crazy, crazy card, but more on the expensive side out of these cards. The next one interests me a little bit more. We've probably got the best Prem fullback in the entire game coming with Dominic Szoboszlai. Now, he's probably going to have centre mid as his base position, but I don't see a world where they don't give him right back. And if they give him right back, I think he's the best Prem fullback in the game. You can give him intercept and bruiser, probably more realistically bruiser and quick step. If I can get this card, which I probably will, I'll pay for him and make him untradeable. I might give him dead ball. He'll be my free kick taker in the team because you guys have seen Big Dom this season. The only Liverpool player, maybe with Ekitike, who'll be getting a team of the season. But yeah, he's getting a FUT birthday card, and I think that'll be the best, like I say, Prem fullback in the game. I think he'll play better at fullback than he will at centre mid. We'll have to see his stats. But arguably the most hyped player, we've of course saved till last in typical YouTube fashion, but just because that's where the leak was. We have got a FUT birthday Pogba. Now, the reason this is going to be so hype is very similar to Alan St-Maximin. We had Time Warp Pogba before, but let's be honest, boys. Long ball plus with dead ball, inventive at the time, which wasn't very good. Trickster and technical, very Pogba-y, but again, wasn't the most meta. We've now got a Pogba that you can give any playstyle you want. So you can go 2 ways with this. Let me know what you would do. Would you give him Trickster and Technical, or would you just give him Intercept and Incisive Pass Plus and make him one of the best box-to-box in the game? Depending on how they do this guy's stats, I do think he could be like Alan St-Maximin, where he is a very, very expensive card. Could he even be more expensive than this 600,000 coins St-Maximin, even though he's 5-star, 5-star? I still think that's cheap, you know. This St-Maximin card on the market, if he had the playstyles which you guys will end up giving him, would be like 1 million coins. So I still think that's cheap, even though you have to make him untradeable. What price is this Pogba going to be? I don't know. Will it crash the existing FUT birthday cards? Maybe not Pogba alone. Maybe not Szoboszlai and like Pedri alone. The reason that I think the FUT birthday cards of the other promos, so Team 1 that we've currently got now, could crash, and the reason that I think the market could do even worse. The market is down, as I'm sure you guys have known. If you guys had any cards in your team going into Friday, they went absolutely... Well, they got cooked, basically. This Yapstam last Friday was 2.4 million coins. This Friday, down at 1.6. Now down at 1.1 million coins. This Jill Scott, who we love to talk about because she's going to get upgrades very, very soon now in the next weeks. She went down. She's 150,000 coins. She hit as low as 130, and she has been 430,000 coins even out of packs, right? So this Jill Scott, the Yaps down, the whole market went down. The reason it could go further is because one of the store packs, it is this one here, the Deluxe FUT Birthday Guarantee Pack. I got this off Rick, so shout out to Rick. But yeah, it includes 10 rare gold players, 84 or higher, 2 guaranteed 80, whatever. We don't care about that. What we care about is also 1 FUT Birthday item guarantee, player pick 1 of 2, rated 88, all that good stuff, right? What do you notice? It doesn't say Team 1. Now, last year, I believe we had both FUT birthdays in these packs. I think it'll be the same this year. It doesn't say Team 1. This is the pack that's out now. I think the FUT birthday Team 1s are still going to be packable come Friday. And the reason for that is that EA want as many people as possible to be able to get these cards, right? So when they've got this Alan St. Maximan, or even like another example, the Marcus Llorente card, when we've got these cards here, EA want people to be able to go and use these cards, and they know that not a lot of casuals or people that don't play the game as much are going to go and spend 380,000 coins to make a card untradeable. And they also want people to go and open store packs. So I think you're going to have both teams in packs, and I do think that's going to have an even bigger effect on a lot of the, the meta market, right? A lot of the cards are going to get cooked. Now, we'll have to see what the supply is like come Friday. When we were showing that Yaps Dam card, if we do get a Rudiger in packs, but you can also still pack Pacho, you can also get Oosterwald, you can also get Laporte, and you can get the big end centre backs with what is coming. We could see the market go down even further and a bigger crash on Friday. Now, there's still plays we can make. Like I said, I am all in on some risky and some less risky plays, but I do think you've got to be very, very careful. And forget this, by the way, what people almost don't remember with this promo is we're going to get another hero and icon team. Everyone's sort of like me, I guess. I'm all focused on the Evo cards. We forget we get a whole set of heroes and icons. We have got Petr Cech, this card here, one of the best goalkeepers in the game. We got a Tony Kroos with Incisive and Tiki. Imagine how talked about this card would be if we didn't have the FUT Birthday Bakery concept. Same with some other cards. Akuma with Intercept and Bruiser. This card is crazy, but again, not talked about. A 5-star CDM card you could use him as, just because we've got the FUT Birthday concept, right? So we're going to get another team of these, arguably even better. Team 2 is normally even better. I've shown you some of the cards. I think with these cards here, it could be even better. I've seen leakers saying Pina, Messi, Chiesa are coming. We have some huge leaks left to come that might even be out by the time you are watching this. I do think Team 2 could be even better. It'll crash the market one more time, and the market should do nice after FUT Birthday for a lot of these cards. But right now, play it safe. Let's talk investments, fodder, everything, right? As always, get in the free Discord. Go and make yourself millions of coins. People love it. And again, it's free. There's no premium bullshit with it. But this is going to be a big week for some people. I think people are going to lose a lot of coins, but hopefully we're going to make a lot of coins. I'm going to start with fodder because everyone's talking about fodder. But I do want to say with this, what SBCs are you guys completing right now? Like I just said with Marquinhos at the start of the video, no one cares. No one cares about these cards because we're going and doing the playstyle bakery. But what I will say is if you invested at 85s when they were discard, GGs, they were always going to rise. Same with 86s, GGs, they were always going to rise. The 88 to 5,000 coins, 89s are dropping below 9,000 coins. People who bought these at 10 or 11,000 coins, when we were talking them about 12,000 coins. Now we sold them at about 13 because we knew FUT Birthday was going to cook it with the playstyle plus bakery. But people bought them at 12 and were going, oh, they can't go any lower. Of course they can go lower. If people are not doing SBCs and supply comes on the market with Weekend League, of course these cards can go lower, and they can go even lower right now. I wouldn't even advise buying these just yet. There is a situation where you can buy 89s, 90s, and 91s and just wait, right? You kind of just wait probably a week or a week and a half. But I think while FUT Birthday is out, SBCs are just not going to be in demand, basically. There is a couple things that can change that. A really insane icon pack. This pick wasn't that bad, to be honest. It genuinely wasn't that bad. A really insane icon pack can change that. A really insane player SBC can change it. But for high-rated fodder, we need something big. I almost think for high-rated fodder, do you know what we need to make it really rise? Which we could get. We're not that far away from being in the end game. Maybe not a card at this level, but like a huge icon SBC. Maybe something more at this level. Maybe more something like an Henry Winter Wildcards 93. A card that's a couple million coins that people would actually want to go and complete. Imagine we've not had big icon SBCs this year, but imagine we went and got a Future Stars Eusebio SBC that was 5 million coins, but you could grind it all the way through Team of the Season. I think people will be more open to that. If we don't get that, I just don't see high-end fodder rising until after FUT Birthday. So we might look at it this weekend with the last set of FUT Birthday Weekend League supply. But high-end fodder is very low for a reason. Now, Team of the Weeks is part of my all-in, and they have gone up from discard. So I invested in these at 10,250 on bids. They lazy sell really well right now for about 12 to 13,000 coins, which don't sniff at, by the way. You buy a couple hundred of them, and that's 1,000 coins profit. Even in this market, making 2, 3, 4, 500,000 coins isn't to be sniffed at. But these are still going to be buyable when they go back to discard again. Probably as you're watching this video, it might have started to creep up after Weekend League supply. but they're not that far off discard, so I won't be surprised if you can still get these at 10,250 on bids, or some of the high-rated ones a little bit higher. Essentially, with the stage we are in the game right now, I would stick with mainly Team of the Week's 85s and 86s, even like 84s, possibly as we get towards like some of the future promos where the upgrade packs can get really mental. A lot of what happens towards the end of the game is high-rated fodder comes down because it's more about doing the upgrade packs, which take these sort of low-rated cards and Team of the Weeks. Now, I still think 90-rated, 89s, 91s have one more rise in them. I still think these cards have one more rise in them before the end of the game cycle, but I'm just letting you know right now that I'm not investing in them just yet. We'd need a crazy leak to see some boom in these. I really hope EA do some icon, like, player SBCs, you know what I mean? Who remembers the R9 FUT Sheriff tweet that got gulagged? We need a real one this time to rise these. But let me show you, boys, what I am invested in, because it's nothing crazy. It's a lot of what I've talked about on the Twitch streams, I've talked about on these videos. I've still got the Vandenbergs. I got cooked on those as we spoke about the other day. I'm still waiting for that second playstyle plus. That's why he's still there. Probably should have just sold, liquidated, took the loss, and then reinvested in some cards. But I am stubborn, so I'm still waiting for a second playstyle plus. And when he gets slide tackle plus, you'll probably find me in a ditch somewhere. But we have bought some other cards. So you'll see there we got some Jill Scotts for like 140. Am I expecting a crazy rise on this? No, but we have Man City's women's team starting to play their games next week, and that is their first games. This Jill Scott card, despite all the FUT birthday shenanigans, still, in my opinion, is some of them like one of the best cards in the game in terms of centre mids. The fact she's 140,000 coins is ridiculous. I think if they can secure a +1, Man City's team, mainly if they can get the 99 stat. If they can get the 99 stat, she got 99 physical, pace, defend, pretty much anything, right? She's a centre mid. She got 99 anything. I think this card can do really, really well. We're talking going from 140 to 200 or 250. Now, of course, a bit of a gamble going for that, but I just love that Jill Scott card, and she's fluctuated pretty nice. And the other part of our 10 million coin all-in is two things. I said about it before. It's discard Team of the Weeks, but all of these at 10,250. We have loads of them. I can't lazy sell them right now because I've got Vandenberg, which is annoying. You'll notice the other part of my all-in is just this Pedro Neto Team of the Week between 20 and 22,000 coins. I picked them up even higher than that. I picked them up even at 24,000 coins. To be honest, I was a bit lazy. He even sits at like 22,000 coins as we're speaking, so it's a little bit lazy. But Pedro Neto's Team of the Week, in my opinion, might take a week or two to rise. So I just picked up 20. I think he can go back to 30 or 40,000 coins. It could just take a while. And the last card, actually, is I have about 6 or 7 of these Messis. I'm a funny guy, but I do actually have 6 or 7 of these Messis. Picked up 160,000 coins. Now, he does have Dead Ball Plus, but I do think that if you look at this Messi card compared to his other cards for evolutions, and remember, we've got 89 rated evolutions right now. So you look at this guy compared to 88 and 87. His 87 is 500,000 coins. His 88 is 500,000 coins. His 88 other card is 600,000 coins. Obviously, his SBC was 3 mil. His time up was 3 mil. I do get that it has Dead Ball Plus, but I just think the Messi tax can push this card up to 200,000 coins. I've just spoke about FUT Birthday crashing the market. I honestly might end up liquidating some of these cards, either at break even or a tax loss, if I just don't like the way the market is going. I will let you guys know on the videos if that does happen, but yeah, I might not sell these cards for profit. It's a very shaky market right now. The Team of the Week investment, I went sort of 4 mil in on these. That was sort of my safety investment, my insurance, because these are guaranteed to do well, even on lazy sells. And we went a bit more adventurous. Pardon me, with the Jill Scott, the Messi, and the Pedro Neto. Right, boys and girls, appreciate all the support on the channel through FUT Birthday. Leave a like on the video, really does help us out, really does. Subscribe if you are new for FUT Birthday videos going into Team 2, and no messing around. Until next time, I'll see you boys all in a bizzle.